looking pretty solid. Everybody smash that like button on the stream. You know the drill. Things looking a little chaotic, but we'll see how the market plays out. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in just a little bit.
The quick service.
Good morning, team. All right. Get some key economic information. Retail sales came out, a huge beat yesterday. Actually, that was on Tuesday. Coming through, showing signs of strength in the economy despite the highest yield in the 10-year Treasury note that we've seen since the probably 2008. We're looking at a potential rush to fixed income now, minus the inflation rate. You know, there's still a little 2% take home on these 10 years, and I think a lot of people, we're seeing the liquidity still present in the futures markets, but we're seeing buyers and sellers both exiting, and this is traditionally what you see in this type of environment where the yields are high enough that is more of an attractive trade than the stock market. So we're opening up to a new month. You know, despite quarter-over-quarter growth in GDP, retail sales being positive, building permits came in month-over-month for July is a 0.1% on a minus 1.7% forecast. So obviously those summertime building permits coming in. Now the total was down a slight beat on 1.44 mil or 1.46 estimate. But the housing starts was a huge growth. So you have to see that there's still growth potential in the economy. And I think that this is just the delayed effect of everybody going back to work post-COVID, and now there's efficiency there. You know, unemployment data is coming down. Clearly, people returning to work. Continuing jobless claims are continuing to trend down. Initial jobless claims are slightly higher, spikes. But overall, in general, you know, there's stability in the economy right now. And I think that's what's preventing the market from outright collapsing. Positional data in Rocket Scooter is also showing that there is somewhat a bit of a stability aspect in the market, at least going into this Friday. But we'll know after this Friday if the market's dead in the water or not. I obviously don't see any potential for a market crash scenario with positive data at this point. There needs to be catalysts to shift things around, and you know, we're not seeing in the economy. Possible Fed raising rates for longer could happen, you know, with obviously the market being at highs. That's always happened. The narrative is that they're gonna start chilling out on that, but we'll see how that goes out. Looking over here in the positional data and futures, obviously we're tracking up on the new VIX triple B 1701. I'll post that in the Discord. So, you know, trading below here is decay for the VIX month. Goes from third Tuesday to third Tuesday. Or sorry, Tuesday before the third Wednesday to Tuesday before the third Wednesday. Other than that, we're just going to chill until market opens. Trading inside of DB bands today, so nice and flat run on futures. This could be that healthy pullback that we're seeing going into expiration. Obviously, got 3 trading days into it. We connected with the monthly hedge pressure yesterday, which is one of the things you do expect to see whenever you're leading up into monthly expiration, is that price finally connects to it. There's a 442 level yesterday. We'll see how we trade today, tomorrow, and we'll see how we trade over the next 3 days. And we'll come in and hot in the morning with the report. We'll see you in a minute. Just chill and listen to music. I'm going to enjoy my breakfast. All right, friends, feel free to smash that like button. We appreciate you. How are y'all doing today? Did y'all have a stellar week? My volume is so quiet. Oh, my bad. That's just me. I'm quiet today. Why the announcement says starting now, but it's really still a ways away? Oh, is that from earlier? I don't know. No clue. Not liking till volume is corrected. Volume should be better. Is that better? Thanks, Madison. Bad. Sorry, I'm just exhausted. I'm speaking louder now. Oh, yeah. Sorry, that intro was just stuck on there for a little bit. I was in the middle of timing it so that I could... Usually I time it to with the market open, but I started a little early today. All right. Madison, you're hilarious. I'll try to talk louder. Okay, so any news data? Let's take a look. They asked me today on the podcast if I were to pick one sector to be long in for 5 years. Let's have a vote. If you guys were to pick one sector that you parked your money in for 5 years and you couldn't take it out, or one stock also, which one would you pick? Let's have a vote. Everyone in chat. How would you play that trade? Energy, cybersecurity. Energy, huh? Tech, Costco. Costco's always good. Costco never disappoints. All right, question 2. McDonald's. All right. Question 2. Oppenheimer or Barbie? Let's go. Which one's better? Which one did you see? Don't be shy. I know you all saw Barbie. My pick this morning, I said I picked tech and Nvidia. I said for 5 years, hopefully in 5 years we'll be through the crap of the recession fully, and Nvidia will be the #1 stock in the S&P. Calling it. What do y'all think? Yeah, like it's bound to bounce back within 5 years. Like who's gonna lead the charge in 5 years? Oppenheimer. Barbie. Barbie's now streaming. I saw that the other day. I was like, now they're streaming Barbie really quick, so now everybody can watch it from the comfort of their own home. Yeah. They already made $1 billion. Incredible. Now you and all your friends can have secret, can watch it in secret. You all been wanting to see it. You're like, I don't want to go to the theater. I don't want my friends to see me. They're gonna make fun of me. I go watch Barbie. There's all those memes and TikToks about it. Like 2 guys running into each other. He's like, what are you going to see, bro? Oh, Oppenheimer, of course. Oh yeah, why are you wearing pink shorts, huh? These shorts are orange. No, they're pink, dude. You're going to see Barbie. He's like, what about you? Why are you wearing pink shoes? For Oppenheimer. Is you going to see Barbie? Maybe. How about you? Okay. And then they just skip into the theater. It was really funny. All right, Mark 7, let's go. All right, outdoor resilience positive. Let's go. Trading up to the half gap. All right. Trading up in the close. The liquidity map say, first and foremost, like I said, I believe we're going to probably rally into monthly expiration. But again, we are in a situation where VIX is obviously we're above triple B. We need to trade below here. This is going to last for an entire month. There's a little bit of contango. So as long as we trade down, there's going to be interaction point here. So any longs today, right when VIX hits here, expect the VIX to move. Anytime I can predict VIX will move higher, I exit longs for profit. So this is a nice, decent trade right out the door to the long side. I would say as soon as we get liquidity maps, we'll see what turns out. So let's read up on this right here. Okay. So far, resilience is looking really hot. I do like it. Let me make sure I save my resilience on here. What's going on? Let's go. Liquidity maps. I get nothing yet. All right, let's go. Where's the liquidity maps? Okay, we don't have our data yet. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go. Are we checking on this? They're gonna see what's going on. Oh, monthly hedge for sure came through. Okay. You have IWM only? That is really odd. Okay, let's analyze IWM while we're waiting for the other two to pop up. Bear long up into bear territory. IWM looks like this. Let me show you how you draw this, everybody. Take a look at my screen really quick. So you have trading inside of bear zone. So this is traditional. Bear long up has this upward pressure, right? Open, blue, and trades open to the top of the bear zone. So today, there could be a potential move from here to here. And then, of course, day trade would exit out on that. All right, we're checking on the other two. We're seeing what happened with the data. It's all coming through. So... Is this everybody else or just me? Why we have monthly hedge pressures come in, but we didn't grab the walls. Ooh, okay, well, we're gonna trade with what we have. Resilience is gonna be it. So for some reason we got IWM coming through here. And we do have our black box pulling data. We got all the data coming through, but some reason it crashed out. We're gonna get it loaded up, so hang just a second. There it is. Boom. Popping up. Okay. Some things are popping up. Maybe just a slow response. QQQ. Okay, let's go. Yes, you loaded on Spy for you. Okay. Yeah, we had it's been a little slow since the last release. Okay, perfect. All right. All right, so we have a BSU on Spy. Let me show you how this works on a liquidity map. So here we go. BSU is definitely bullish pressure. Hold on, bear short up. Let me start over. Okay. BRSU is possible trade up to hedge pressure. So any scalp to 446 today. Can be a 40-point rip. DD's coming in really strong into 84, so let's look at the ratios here. So here's another trick. I'll draw everything. Everybody can watch on my screen really quick. I'll teach you the morning go. All right, so we open in bear zone. We look right here. We look for a bull zone tap to be the highest high. So essentially, the trade could be to there. But obviously, in a liquidity map situation like this, you can see that we trade higher. Like this. Boom, right here. So that's probably the likely move. I'm 446.5. Any breakthrough here, any smaller break if I did hold a runner would go to there. It's nice and steady, I think. So that's good. Yeah, they're looking at it right now. There's some kind of slow response from our server. I think it feels like. Okay. You don't have spy data? Okay, just use mine. I'm gonna leave it on the screen so that you can see it. I had no clue for that. Sorry about this, guys. Ever since the last release, it's been kind of a shit show. with the servers. We made some changes for futures, and I think it's bogging down one of the processes that opens up in the morning. Yeah, I've just been very overwhelmed this week. I got maybe 2 hours of sleep last night working on this. It has to do with it's on our side, you guys. It should come through. I don't know why mine came through. Maybe I just got lucky. I'll leave them on the screen. So we have IWM and SPY. Now we have QQQ. Okay, good. All right, so QQQ is a bear long up, which is looking good as well. All right, just y'all copy the numbers on my screen. All right, so this bear long up is traditionally a move to there. As long as resilience stays positive, we're gonna move up. As resilience stays positive, we're gonna move up. Okay, good. I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I'll be chill for a minute. So this is basically it. Looks like an update today, which I like. As long as the market doesn't collapse on itself, we're pretty good. Now, I want everybody to watch my screen really quick, if you don't mind taking a look. This is the key element. Anytime I can predict that the VIX is gonna go higher, I will exit along even prematurely. So anybody that's learning from me, this is something that's very important. We have a new month. It's the Tuesday before the third Thursday. VIX futures roll over into a new contract. So now we're in the September contract of VIX. Anytime the volatility can pivot higher, that I can predict that it'll pivot higher, I always take profit on longs. So if it's a small position, welcome to hold through it and maybe trade again if you believe, but I get back in on a long anytime we're down here. And if we stay below there, then the market's going to be sustainably bullish for the month, which is good. Obviously, this nice little up rip today is good, but we just know that anytime you bump into a pivot, it's always good to trim some and take some profit if that's what you're looking to do. So again, not investment advice, but VIX can likely bounce off of that. And a bear market would sustainably move a VIX higher off of that. So if VIX hits here and VIX finds higher highs, we know that the market's bearish for the month. So any swing longs or anything I'd be working on, I'd probably be exiting on that. It's pretty good open to the day today. All right, so everybody make sure just to take a look on mine. I'm going to keep it up here so that I don't lose it. Sorry for not having this together today. Okay, I'm going to move SPY resilience there. It's the growing pains of expansion. My QQQ prices are way off. Okay, hold on. There we go. All right, so IWM. Okay, let's go QQQ. Maybe that is. Maybe this is cached. Maybe that was cache data. All right, let's do the best we can with what we have. Let me go ahead and pull up SPY and let's look at some gap fills. Like I said, I'm not too convinced this is an old cache data. Really apologize, you guys. We're looking. We have our one of our server teams looking into it right now. All right, let's mark the chart up. Make sure I have some gaps just to make sure I have them just in case. Need to reformulate this. Still doing good. Okay. $188 on. Yeah, what that was it was delayed. Here, that's what it was. What happening is that I think there is a communication stutter, and I was showing IWM walls and QQQ was active. I think that's what it is. I think I was actually showing. Ooh, I think that was IWM, right? Because it was trading in the. That was IWM. All right, just gonna hang tight and watch this and let this maneuver today. I'm not too worried about the market right now, and hopefully we get our maybe 1 to 3 day run up into expiration. This would be kind of nice, but I do really fear that might be at least the high for a little bit, unless something changes in the monthly maps, which again we have to see. Take a look and see what we do have. Oh, we do have. Okay, good. We have monthly maps now. Hold on. Okay, good. So actually, monthly maps are showing that greater bull stability all the way through the 23rd of August. Good. That might buy us a second week. This is good. This is what I did want to see. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break. We're gonna hang out and watch this guy fly. That's QQQ's looking solid. Let's look at S&P. Okay, so I just pulled an executive decision. We're going to roll back the last patch. We've had some server load issues and some stability issues. We're running numbers right now. And so essentially the last patch put futures into smaller child charts. And ever since then, we've had platform blackouts, delayed data. What we think it causes some unusual server load that we weren't prepared for. So we're going to pull that back. When that's rolled back in a little bit, I'll give you guys an announcement. We'll refresh your platform. We'll try to get the data pulled today. Okay. Nothing good comes easy, yeah. Okay. Okay, so we're going to make an executive decision here. As of now, on monthly maps, we are trading just today in bear territory on the dailies. But as you see, there's still some static bull position pulling in over the next week or so. So we're seeing that in the shorter term. All right, so things are still looking pretty solid, I would say, today. I'm just going to kind of winging it here. So I guess I'm just going to stare at this. Hopefully trading the upper DD band would be an optimal push today. So you have two different exit targets if the market continues to press higher. Resilience is staying nice and strong today, which is good. 44.83 could be an upper target on DD band. The S&P is the closest one, I think, of the three. So sometimes you gotta raw dog it, guys, and you gotta just kind of use what you have. So we're gonna use the old school stuff. DD band, triple B. So triple B is a pivot. DD band could be a pivot. This is the high of the overnight session. So we'll see if this continues to do anything. Ideally, my hope is that this 2 weeks of retracement that we've seen creates a stimulated rally, I think, to revert to mean into expiration. I think that would be appropriate. I think that that's the liquidity of the market and lack of severe amounts of volatility could present a case where reverting to mean would be the likely case. So we'll have to kind of monitor that. Be nice to see like 1-2 solid days. Thanks, Matt. Nothing, because you need something amazing and great like Rocket Scooter. These types of things are expected. But you guys are too sweet. Y'all are too nice. The link to sign up for the 3-month trial is broken. That's what I heard as well. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm gonna. I'll take a look into the 3-month trial. What happens when you try to sign up for it? And I click the link. I click subscribe. It's taking me through it. So let me see. Amrit, can you? So I click extended trial like this one, right? When you go to pay it times out. Oh, okay. Thank you for that note. Thank you for that note. Okay, that would explain. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna roll back this patch. I really apologize for the experience, you guys. This is not normal. So whatever's happening, causing unusual server load and connection issues on our end, has to do with the patch that we did to allow your futures data to populate on your child charts, which are the small charts you pop out. I designed it, but I probably designed a piece of shit. So we're gonna, I don't know. It's been a weird week for me. So we're gonna roll this back. I know data's down for everybody, so we apologize. Thank you for your patience. Sometimes it just needs to be reformulated, and we need to test this out before we roll it out. And what I think is happening is it's causing unusual server load that's interrupting the API bulk pull of options data because they're tunneling through the same servers. I should probably sleep. That would help. Wait. Yeah, shit happens. What we'll do is we'll remove that feature, and I think that we'll see that would remove the bottlenecks, and then from there we'll continue to work on automated DD bands, which is the next intended patch. So the goal was to be able to open futures and your subcharts. That way you can load SPY independently on the main chart as you're trading futures, etc. So now when we roll back, your futures chart will be tethered to your futures DOM in the same main window, and we'll build a better rollout for that next patch, probably next month. What sector to go in 5 years? Tech, 100%. I know it's no second place. For 5 years of growth, I'm gonna put it anywhere else. Once this market's healed and recovered, there's no way tech's not gonna be the hottest thing there is. I think Nvidia will be the top stock in the S&P within 5 years. I think it'll get bigger than Apple. Chips, chip makers, computers, everything. All the ratings on Nvidia are getting just, everybody's pushing those to overweight. All the fund managers. Yeah, auto DD bands. I worked on that and designed that last week. We went through we're building it with pseudocode right now to get the black box done, and the data pulls, the parsing from the website. So we successfully run our web scraper, which is good. We pull that data straight from the website, the CME site, Every day it's updated. We'll update it once a night. So instead of the DD bands relying on risk interval data that's updated once a week, we're going to have that data scraped once a night. So every morning when you wake up, you're going to have a new set of risk intervals if they update. You'll be able to go to your connections tab and click risk interval. It should be one here. And it'll give you the list of risk intervals here instead of the bot in the Discord. I'm going to throw the bot in the Discord out. And now you have them updated every day. So you have the risk interval part of the Pro package. If you have Pro Plus and Futures, it will automatically draw DD bands for you. So those of you that have your Futures account, your connection and Edge Clear, you will get that. That'll be an indicator you'll have, and then a new alert to go with it. So we're reading the news today, finding out that Michael Orr, from The Blind Side, if y'all remember that movie with Sandra Bullock about the football player boosters, he's suing them, the family, for what was it? That they didn't legally adopt him and they lied about some of the story and they used his name and stuff. Oh wow. Interesting. I love that. I love that movie. That's one of the few. There's a handful of movies. This is like I always talk about this. There's a list of movies. Let's have it. Let's have a poll. All you stone cold, emotionless folks out there, dudes, dudettes, whoever. You never cry in movies. There's that one movie that makes you cry. Fess up. I want to hear what it is. Type it in the chat. It's got to be one movie that every time you see that one scene in it, you cry. A little tear falls down your eye. You cover it up with the pillow so nobody sees. What's your movie that makes you tear up? Let's hear it. Everyone fess up. Jojo Rabbit. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I know which scene you're talking about. When the mom. That was so sad. Hey, you know the new Wes Anderson movie is now streaming. I saw that the other day. All right, so we got Forrest Gump for some reason. Oh, that's always a tearjerker. Crash was good. Saving Private Ryan, that was an intense movie. That always keeps me up. Like if I watch Saving Private Ryan, I've got so much energy I can't even sleep. Bridge to Terabithia. Wow. You know, I read that book in junior high. I remember that story. Elf at the end when everybody sings. The best, what was it? The best way for Christmas cheers to sing loud for all to hear. Marley and Me. Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry. Shit. Titanic. Call it's like Titanic, not proud of it. The end of Forrest Gump is hard. Old Yeller. The Girl Next Door. Life of Pi. Life of Pi was a great book. The Green Mile and The Fault in Our Stars. Those are both great. Soul. Edward Scissorhands. You know, of all the movies that get rebooted, I don't know why nobody's rebooted Edward Scissorhands. Ralph cries at the end of Doctor Strangelove when Slim Pickens is riding the bomb like a cowboy. That's a classic Hollywood scene. Your name, space, hilarious. Spaceballs. Spaceballs is great. Hamilton, When the Sun Dies. Oh, yeah. Man on Fire. Peter H. says the daughter gets shot with blank. Someone's protected by the invisible cape her dad gave her. Oh, yeah. That was a great scene. And all those other ones listed halfway through your boot camp, realizing how underprepared you've been when trading. Hey man, it's designed to make you cry a little bit. If you're not crying, nothing's happened. Hold on. Secondhand Lions, The Pursuit of Happiness. Oh God, The Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah, like at the end when he's clapping his hands like real slow, like when he finally realizes he did it. That always gets me. I don't know. It's BRC if you don't have walls. I don't. That was cache data from yesterday, so we double checked and I refreshed and it's gone. Up. Yeah, up's a good one. All right, for me, every time, every single time, at the end of Rudy, I tell you, it's always sports movies for me. The end of Rudy, when he finally gets to play and go on the field, that scene is just like that gets you. That gets you every time. And he's like, "What do I do? What do I do?" And then they hike the ball and he gets his first tackle, and everybody in the crowd is like, "Yeah!" Everyone, I can't lie, you tear up a little bit, and Rudy makes his tackle. He's so little. Pursuit of Happiness is a strong second contender. Now that one, that's such a solid movie, and that's a trading movie too. Some people, if you've ever seen it, it's one of my favorite trading movies. If you like Wall Street themed movies, not really like themed around Wall Street directly, but it's his pursuit. He's trying to become a stockbroker, and it's a true story. The end of Rudy is so intense. Like, it's because like they build up to it. Like the whole show is like building up to him getting the play. Yeah, and this conversation came from The Blind Side because we were talking about Blind Side earlier. It was Mike Orris suing the family. Then the Blind Side always gets me too. That's a good one. Every night, every episode of Friday Night Lights when they say clear minds, full hearts, can't lose. That's such a good show. One of my best buddies from high school was the sound producer for that show. He lives out in Austin. They did all the mixing. The final episode of Fresh Prince. Speaking of, back in the day, all the shows we watched when we were younger, I'm like an 80s kid. The TGIF and all of those. I'm not going to lie. The Fresh Prince was actually a really good show. One of my favorite, I would show my favorite clip when I get a copyright strike on YouTube. So you guys remember the episode of Fresh Prince where Will was going to the pool hall all the time and he ran into some pool sharks and they robbed him of all his money. Then Uncle Phil walks in and sharks the shark. And so he's like pretending to play the pool shark and the guy is like whooping his ass. And then because he completely pretends like he doesn't know how to play. And then he goes, "Hey, Uncle Phil, you owe me like $1,000. And he's like, "Well, how about we play double or nothing?" He's like, "You sure about that?" And he's like, "Yeah." And the guy goes, "All right, you got a deal." And Uncle Phil goes, "Jeffrey, break out Lucille." And Jeffrey pulls like this pool stick out of his pants and they screw it together. And Phil just like runs the table. And he gives Will a lesson on pool halls are dangerous. I spent many years here as a kid and blah, blah, blah. There's a YouTube video. There's a whole meme called "The Street Fighter Guile theme goes with everything." If you guys remember Guile's theme from Street Fighter, and they put the music under just random movie clips and film clips, and it just amps up everything like it's just like a champion winning something. Dun 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 digga digga dun 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 dun. And they would have like Uncle Phil's like running the table with that song playing in the background for the meme. It's classic. My favorites. Okay. Guile and Ken were your favorites. What was your favorite Street Fighter character, if any of you played Street Fighter? The Mighty Ducks. Oh yeah, was it the triple deke at the end? The first Mighty Ducks. That was always a good tearjerker. Mighty Ducks came out, and I actually played roller hockey at that point. I was probably 10, 11 years old, and we were all obsessed with Mighty Ducks. We all played hockey. I think that movie is what kind of probably made everybody want to play hockey. For the interwebs, going to the arcade line for Street Fighter would always be long, and the challenger would pay for both players, so the arcade champ would play for free. Yeah, those are the days. Zangief, he's brutal. I played MVC a lot in college. We have really badass arcade at U of H. There was an MVC machine, and there's a DDR machine. We played a lot of DDR also. I usually go back to class sweaty. But you had K2s? Oh, no way. K2s are legit. My first pair of rollerblades were Bowers. And then I can't remember. God, I always forget the name. I bought some. I forgot the name of the brand. Let me see if I can look up the brand that I had. Because the second pair of skates I bought when I was actually doing half pipes and rails, I would do. I had plates on the bottom. I can't remember the name of my skates. What's the name? Grind plates on rollerblades. Oh yeah. You want to get good with Blanca? But I always sucked with him. Blanca was good for aggressive players because he had those defensive type moves. You had to play a little more defensive with him. He was real tanky. I was always a Ken player. Sometimes Zangief, sometimes Dalsum. Mostly Kim. Yeah, Bison was cool when they came out with like the Champion Edition. We could play with all the other characters. I played with Vega a little bit when that came out. And the brand of wax you had to give your clout. Yeah, exactly right. And to carry wax around your backpack. Dragon Punch dominates. Exactly. Yeah, they all look pretty good. I haven't played a Street Fighter game in a long ass time. What's the name of my brand? Skates. I remember kids at like the roller rink had like 5-wheel skates, and the 5-wheel skates they would just go monster speed on those things. That extra wheel. I have to remember the name of my. It's been so long. I think blades are coming back in style. There's a lot of people that are. There are a lot of people these days are going and getting rollerblades again. I've been seeing them all out in the park and stuff. I'm trying to look and to remember what the name of the brand was, but I've also been on eBay. This kind of reminds me of them. I don't remember what they're, but this kind of looks like them. I forgot the name of the. This reminds me of what they did look like though. There was like a plate at the bottom. They had that same boot shape with the one strap on it. But yeah, I don't know if that. Those are beat the hell up. But there's like a plate at the bottom. I don't know what brand that is. I don't even know what that is the brand, but it looks like them. They could do Misty Flip. Oh my god, these words. Yeah, you'd have your Jinkos on, and you'd have your chain wallet in your pocket. Take off your Airwalks, put on your rollerblades. You get your Discman in your belt loop. You're playing Green Day while you're skating over the rails of the library. With your baggy Tommy Hilfiger polo. You want to dress up for date night. You want to take your Airwalks off, put your Timberlands on. to skate to the library so you can watch laser discs for free. Yeah, y'all have Tims in high school. My brother did. I still wore Docs. So when we were both in junior high, my brother and I both wore Docs, and then he was a little more preppy than I was. He went from Docs to the brown Docs to the brown Timberlands. I went from black Docs to have blue pair and a green pair. And sometimes I'd wear the blue and the green one. Maybe different colors. The old Doc Martens. I had Jinkos, long hair. Man, I had the whole 90s kit. I was a 90s. I was a 90s headbanger kid. Both show. I definitely was the weirdest looking kid in the math club, that's for sure. See, in the 90s, that's what you got. Like these days, it's pretty normal in the era of social media to see everyone like exhibiting their weirdness and not caring about it. That's kind of cool these days. And when I was in the 90s, a guy with long hair with a band t-shirt, people would beat you up for that. Not me, but sometimes my friends would be like the preppy guys who go, get the freak. Like now everybody, we're all freaks in this world. Now it's kind of cool to be different. But back then, like I would go to the math tournaments with my long hair and my 9 Inch Nails t-shirt and my Jinkos, and literally like I'd be walking through the hallway of the school and people would be like staring at me like I was I don't know, like completely out of place. Like it's kind of scary. I remember those days. Then they found out I was a nice guy and I was cool, and I also won the tournaments. And then they were like, "Oh, okay, that's kind of cool." But the other guys in the math club with us were also like long hair, Nirvana shirts. They were all my buddy I mentioned earlier, the one that was that did the music for Friday Night Lights. He also was in the math club. His mom was our teacher. We all played guitar. We all jammed out. So we were like the headbanger kids who dominated the math tournaments in Houston. But I remember getting some stares from the kids like who's this scary guy walking through? His fingernails are painted black. What's up? He looks like that guy from The Crow. Oh, I look like Tony Stark. Well, thank you. I hope I can be as rich as Tony Stark one day. You always said your guitar at the parties with the ladies. Oh, yeah. Step 1, get guitar. Step 2, learn Wonderwall. Step 3, collect phone numbers. The burning CDs phase. God, I remember burning CDs and putting them into my 6-disc changer in my car. I thought it was a big baller that my car had 6 CD disc changer. Yeah, I'm kind of watching this. I'm watching this resilience. This I'm watching this right here, the triple B area. So anytime I can predict the VIX forecast, I can forecast that VIX is going to pivot. I usually would be inclined to take profits. Andrew had 700 megabits, 90 minutes MP3 format. Let's go. My second, actually, hold on, wait. My first car just had a regular CD player. My second car had a six disc changer, and it would play MP3 straight from the disc. That's how I knew I was a baller. I could get, 100 something songs on that disc, when my only friends could only burn like 10 on a regular disc. Everybody here, if your first car came out in the 2000s, you have no idea what a CD disc changer is. But imagine hitting a speed bump and your music is like, and then it gets back to playing. It's like having a record player in your car. Oh my goodness. You had the nerfed version of the Mitsubishi Eclipse. Dude, everybody in 1998, I remember that was like the car to have in 98. All the rich kids got Eclipses. That they were the cool kids car. If you weren't like, preppy kid with a Mustang, if you had like a convertible Mustang or something, typically the preppy kids drove Mustang GT or something. But the cool kids, like Mitsubishi Eclipse 98. That was it. Paul Walker was so dreamy, had the clout farm. Dude, first Fast and Furious was like iconic. Dude, when I saw that movie, all my friends went out and bought like Acuras and Honda Preludes and the Civic SIs, and it was a fad. Everybody that I knew was driving those four bangers, souped up, when I was in college. You want an Eclipse so bad until you test drove one. You're too tall and literally couldn't fit into it comfortably. I actually never sat in one, so I didn't know it was really compact in there. The Civic Si, it's like the Model T. You can have it in any color you want as long as it's blue. For the Civic Si, and they'll have that kind of bright royal blue color. Oh, the Civic Si. Every person I knew had it in that color right there. The old ones. Like, that was the blue. This guy. They were all that color in the 2000s. That little blue right there. Yeah, I think it only came in that color at that time. Resilience still holding good across the board. Things are looking okay. Market's just having a hard time finding any momentum from here. I think, the mechanic and propagation of short squeeze. Let's talk about that really quick before we call it. Oh, and by the way, no streaming tomorrow, everyone. I'm not going to be around tomorrow, and Monday I'm going to be gone as well. I'll be out of town. It's my brother's 40th birthday, so we are going to be traveling to Kansas to surprise him. He has no idea we're coming, and we're all going to show up. His fiance is going to disappear and go to the store, and then she's going to return with a car full of family. Oh yeah, we are waiting for FOMC minutes today, huh? When does it come out? 13 o'clock. 1300. Eagle Talon maybe Mitsubishi was OG Eclipse for turbo tuning. Oh yeah, I remember that was a popular alternative. Maybe he's watching the stream. He better not be watching the stream. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. I think we're gonna go to some country music concert on Saturday. Go out and get throwed on Saturday night. My little bro is 40 already. That's crazy. Yeah, let's hope he doesn't watch repeat. Sometimes he'll tune in, I think. Or has tuned in before. Hey, go ahead and try the sign-up link for the extended trial again. That link was broken. That's our bad. So that should be fixed. If OMC minutes seem like not a big deal, I mean, I agree. The print is not going to be that big of a deal. As the minutes would forecast possible Fed policy going forward, I would presume that the Fed could raise rates 1 to 2 more times, and early next year they'll probably be committed to cutting rates if inflation stays in check. Here's the thing: if they start cutting rates, the inflation keeps going up. The take home on these treasuries is going to be less, and that will propagate a little bit of sell-off in the treasuries. Now, the idea that the Fed is curbing inflation is strengthening that treasury trade, right? Because what happens is less inflation means more take-home pay for you at the end of the maturity. The minutes are going to be a catalyst regardless. I think that these days the market needs to stimulate. Since you have both kind of, let's show the committed traders real quick before we wrap up for the morning. You'll see that in the COT report, we got the print is finally updated from last week. You can see that on the 7th, which was last week's numbers. You can see there's a really stark difference between the selling pressure. So we went from 820 to 740. That is actual wave of selling. So we did see some selling to propagate that. And again, we see some short covering as well. 382 to 327. So shorts are covering, longs are selling, and you put that together is creating liquidity. So the market's going to move on people exiting positions, I think, rather than entering positions. Clearly, there's a risk-off trade. Shorts are walking away, longs are walking away. Probably allocating a certain amount of speculative money in equities markets into the treasury markets. And I think that's kind of what you're seeing is just risk off in general in equities. So therefore, you're not going to get that bull momentum as strongly as you want right now, but any catalyst can squeeze bears. So the catalyst is going to squeeze one side or the other, whether squeeze bulls or squeeze bears. If they squeeze at different rates, we're going to move up. So I'll be honest with you. This is how I feel. I feel like if the market gets 1, maybe 2 really strong days, I think I would be excited about the swings that I have and take out at whatever I get, and then let expiration happen and then reformulate for the next Monday. IDM doesn't want to be under MHP today. Yeah. All right, guys, thanks for liking the stream. If you want to check out the extended trial, the software, feel free to click that link in the description below. It should be fixed now, so that would be sorry about that link being broken. So go ahead and give it a shot. You can check out Rocket Scooter for $35 a month. I'm gonna just kind of call it today. We're gonna watch the market. After Fed minutes, you're probably gonna see some movement, but until then, I think we're gonna just kind of drift. All right, we will see y'all later. Like I said, check out the extended trial. You can join our community for $35 a month to get access to the platform for free, and that just covers your data feeds. You can learn everything it is we teach, get into our risk management style. Positional risk analysis is the future, and we love sharing it with you. And we thank you guys for being part of the stream today. We will see y'all tomorrow or Friday. We'll see y'all Friday.